friends, Miss Cassie here with the Solon Public Library Digital Storytime. This week we are going to read some stories about giants and castles and beanstalks. But first we need to sing our welcome song and we need to get our clapping hands ready. So we're going to wiggle our fingers and shake our hands and rub them together really fast, really fast, really fast and put them on our knees. Okay, here we go. If you want to read a book, clap your hands. If you want to read a book, clap your hands. If you want to read a book, have a seat and take a look. If you want to read a book, clap your hands. All right, what comes after we clap our hands? That's right, we stomp our feet. If you want to read a book, stomp your feet. If you want to read a book, stomp your feet. If you want to read a book, have a seat and take a look. If you want to read a book, stomp your feet. Okay, what comes after stomping our feet? That's right, we're going to twirl around. If you want to read a book, twirl around. If you want to read a book, twirl around. If you want to read a book, have a seat and take a look. If you want to read a book, twirl around. Okay, for our last verse, we're going to be as quiet as we can. And we're going to whisper, hooray. If you want to read a book, whisper hooray, hooray. If you want to read a book, whisper hooray, hooray. If you want to read a book, have a seat and take a look. If you want to read a book, whisper hooray, hooray. All right, before we read our first book, we're going to sing our Once Upon a Time song. So get your storybooks ready. Here we go. Once upon a time so grand, we listened to stories from across the land, of kings and queens and dragons too, folktale heroes with oxen blue. Once upon a time so grand, we listened to stories from across the land. Yay! Our first book today is called Jack and the Beanstalk, and it's written and illustrated by Nina Cruz. Now, this is a modern retelling of Jack and the Beanstalk, which means that it takes the parts of the original Jack and the Beanstalk story, where we have Jack and the magic beans that grow a giant beanstalk with a giant at the top that Jack has to escape from, and it makes it so that it looks like a story that could maybe happen to us right now. Now, the cool thing about these pictures is they are what are called photo collage pictures. So they take real pictures and then they cut them up and they layer them with other pictures to make it look like it's all one real picture. So I think you're gonna like this story and the illustrations. Here we go. When Jack came home from his first day of work doing chores for his neighbor Mrs. M, he was disappointed. Why do you think Jack would be disappointed? Let's find out. She had given him multicolored beans instead of money. That's why Jack was disappointed. He worked really hard and he thought that he was going to get money, but instead he got beans. I would think I would be disappointed about that too. These are worth more than what I owe you, she said. Make sure you plant them right away. Jack wasn't certain he believed her, but he went ahead and planted the beans outside his bedroom window. What's outside the window? Can you see? It's a giant plant. That wasn't there before. The next morning, Jack overslept. His parents had to wake him up. The room was unusually dark. He looked out the window. Crazy! It's a beanstalk. Jack started to suspect that something wonderful was happening. So a beanstalk, that means it grew from the beans that Jack planted the night before. That's really fast for something to grow. Usually things don't grow that tall that quickly. The beanstalk grew and grew, looping and twisting its way up into the sky. By noon, the beanstalk was taller than the house. Jack shook the huge vine. It was very sturdy. Later that afternoon, the beanstalk disappeared into the clouds, and Jack found that it was easy to climb. So look, he's climbing up that beanstalk. Taller than the house is pretty tall. Up into the clouds is really tall. Jack climbed. He went farther and farther up the huge beanstalk. When Jack stopped to rest, he was up so high that he could see the entire city. Wow. Jack kept climbing. A breeze carried the scent of freshly baked chocolate chip cookies. Thought Jack. It would be nice to have a snack. Raise your hand if you like chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, me too. They're yummy. Jack saw a castle. The cookies must be inside. Jack wouldn't normally go into a stranger's home. That's good, you shouldn't do that. But this wasn't a normal day, so Jack walked right in. Inside was the biggest man he had ever seen. "You are one lucky woman," said the giant. "I look good. I smell good. You are married to the biggest, handsomest man ever. When they made me, they broke the mold. Rub some lotion on my feet once you're done there." The giant kept bragging. Jack tried not to laugh, but eventually he let out a little giggle. That would sound silly to hear someone talking about how great they are all the time, right? "What's that noise?" said the giant. "What's that smell?" "Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell me a young'un. Looks like your cookies caught us a new boy." "Dear," said the giant's wife, "try to be gentle with this one. You don't know your own strength." "Me?" he said. "I'm a pussycat. That last boy was worthless." Uh-oh, I wonder what happened to the other boys that have climbed the beanstalks and stumbled into the giant's castle. Doesn't sound good. "I take good care of valuable things," said the giant as he snatched up his hen. "Sweet hen, lay me some eggs." "You can touch it, boy, but you can't keep it. These are 24-karat solid gold eggs." Wow, solid gold eggs? Those are very valuable. "I bet you wish you had a hen like this. Well, she's the only one, and she's mine. Wife, give this boy some chores. There's a lot that needs doing around here, and I need a nap." So look, you can see that the people in this castle are way bigger than the humans down on Earth where the beanstalk grew. You might even say that they are giants. The giant's wife took Jack into the kitchen to begin the longest afternoon of his young life. He swept, he scrubbed, he washed, he chopped wood, he shined every knife, fork, and spoon they had. And they had a lot. The work was very hard. The giant snored in the next room. Jack was hungry and tired. He wanted to go home. Look at that picture. That would take a lot of work if you had to wash a bowl that was as big as your bathtub, right? Or a fork or a knife that's as tall as you. That would be a lot of work. "I I need something from the pantry, said the giant's wife. I'll be right back. You start peeling the carrots. Now, as soon as she left the room, Jack ran. He ran past the giant. He ran past the hen, which let out a loud squawk. So Jack grabbed it. Boy, boy, yelled the giant's wife. But Jack ran out of the house with the hen squawking and clucking under his arm. Stop! Why are they telling him to stop? They probably want him to stay and do all those chores so they don't have to do them. But also, what happened? He took something that doesn't belong to him. It belongs to the giants, right? And they probably want their hen back too. Sure enough, my hen, the giant roared. Jack started down the vine as fast as he could while holding the hen tightly. He couldn't believe he'd taken it from right under the giant's nose. The vine began to shake as the giant and his wife climbed down after him. Stop! My hen, the giant shouted again. The beanstalk swayed back and forth. The giant and his wife were getting closer. Jack leapt to the ground. He got his father's saw and he started to cut the thick vine. Finally, Jack cut the base of the beanstalk deeply enough that it snapped and toppled over, and the giant and his wife tumbled down. Whoa! Jack stood stunned. What had he done? All was still. A minute passed, and then from under the leaves came a man and a woman who looked very much like the giant and his wife, only smaller. That's my hen, said the man. Brother! Mrs. M ran up and gave the man a big hug. This boy broke the spell, the man said. I once wished to be the biggest, richest man there was. That got me and my wife stuck in the clouds. We owe you. Thank you, said the woman. I knew you'd be just the boy for the job, said Mrs. M. Jack smiled. He was safe, and nobody was hurt. But he was still hungry and tired, so he went home. And in the morning, on his doorstep, there was a bowl of fresh eggs. And look, there's a special egg in there. It's a golden egg. The end. So Jack had quite an adventure. He grew a beanstalk overnight. He climbed the beanstalk into a castle in the clouds, and then he broke a spell on the giant and his wife so they could come back to Earth with their special chicken. That's a pretty great story. All right, so I have my own special beanstalk here, and it has many leaves on it. Let's count the leaves. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 leaves. That is the same as 2 hands. 5 and 5 is 10. So we've got 10 leaves on our beanstalk. Now, a big wind has come and blown our beanstalk, and oh no, look, the leaves have blown right off of our beanstalk. But if we're going to climb our beanstalk and go on an adventure, just like Jack did, then we need to get our leaves put back on our beanstalk. Can you help me? Oh, good. Okay, I'm going to show you a beanstalk leaf, and I need you to help me figure out where it goes. Let's see. Let's start with this one. What number is this? That's right, it's a number 1. Do you see a number 1 somewhere on this beanstalk? Is it right here? No. Is it right here? Nope. Is it right here? Yeah, it is. Good job. We'll get our number 1 leaf put back in there. All right, let's see. Next, I've got this leaf. Can you read that number? What number is that? That's a number 7. Good job. Okay, can you find where the number 7 goes on our beanstalk? Does it go right here? Do those match? Nope. What about right here? Do those match? Nope. What about right here? Do those match? Yeah, they do. 7 and 7. Okay, let's see. We've got another leaf. What number is this? That's right, it's a number 4. Can we match our number 4? Let's see, does that match? Nope, that's not a 4. Does this match? Nope, that's not a 4. Does this match? It does. That's our number 4 leaf. Okay. We've got another number. What number is this? That's right, it's a number 8. Let's find where our number 8 goes. Does it go here? Nope. Does it go here? Nope. Does it go here? Yeah, 8 and 8. That is a match. Okay, here's another leaf. What number is this? That's right, it's a 5. Can you show me 5 with your fingers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Let's find where our 5 matches. Let's see, does it match here? Nope. Does it match here? Can you see? Nope. Does it match here? It does. 5 and 5. All right, what about this leaf? What number is that? That's a 3. Can you show me a 3? 1, 2, 3. All right, let's find where our 3 goes. Does it match up here? Nope, that's a 10. Does it match here? No, that's a 2. Does it match right here? It does. 3 and 3. Oh, we're getting closer. We're getting closer to matching all of our leaves. Let's see. What about this leaf? What number is this? That's right, it's a 2. 1, 2. Can you show me your 2s? 1, 2. Good job. All right, let's see. Does the 2 match up here? No, that's a 9. Does it match here? Nope, that's a 6. Does it match here? It does. That's a 2. All right, we have just a few more left. What number is this? That's right, it's a 6. Let's see, we only have 3 spots the 6 can go. Does it fit here? No, that's not a 6. Does it fit here? It almost looks like it does, but that's a 9. Does it fit right here? Yeah, it does. That's where the 6 goes. Okay. This one is, can you tell what number that is? It's a number 9. Now there's only 2 spots it can go. Does it match up here? Nope. Does it match right here? Yeah, those are the same. Number 9. Okay, we have our very last leaf. Let's see. Let's count and see what leaf we are missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 10. Is this number 10? It is. There we go, number 10. We got all our leaves back on our beanstalk, and we're gonna take our little fingers and we're gonna climb up our beanstalk, and we're gonna count all the numbers one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woohoo! We did it! Victory dance. Thanks for your help, friends. Now we've got our beanstalk, we can climb up and go on adventures. When Jack climbed his beanstalk, what did he find at the top of the beanstalk? That's right, a castle with giants in it. So we are going to build our own castle today that we are going to discover at the top of our beanstalk. But I need your help putting our castle together. Will you help me? Great, thanks. So the first thing that our castle needs is a door. Now I have this piece here. This is our door. What color is the door to our castle? That's right, it's blue. And we're going to put our blue castle door right here. Now, our door needs something to hold it up. It needs a door frame. So we have these two pieces that are going to hold up our door. Now, what shape are these pieces? They're pink, but what shape are they? That's right, they're rectangles. So we're going to put our two pink rectangles on either side of our door. Now our door frame needs something to hold it together. So we have this shape. Do you know what this shape is called? It's called a semicircle or a half circle. Now, what color is our semicircle? That's right, it's blue. So we're going to put our blue semicircle right here, on top of our castle door frame to hold it all together. Now, that's just the door to the castle. What else? We need some walls for our castle. So we have two more. What shape are these? That's right, they're rectangles. Two more rectangles. And what color are these rectangles? Yeah, they're yellow. So we're going to put them right here to build our castle, make it a little bigger. And on top of these walls, we have some flags. Now these flags are both the same shape, but they are different colors. What shape are these flags? If we put them like this, you can see they're the same shape. That's right, they're triangles. They have three sides. 1, 2, 3. Now, what colors are our triangles? What color is this triangle? Yeah, it's red. What color is this triangle? That's right, it's green. So we're going to put our flags right here on top of our castle walls. Now, this castle in the middle has a big tower. And the first part of the tower is this color. What color is this shape? That's right, it's purple. We've got our purple rectangle right here. And the final piece to our castle is this very important piece. What shape is this piece? It looks kind of like a rectangle, but it's not a rectangle. That's right, it's a square. It has 4 sides that are the same length. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what color is this square? That's right, it's black. So here goes right on top. So here we have our castle that we discovered at the top of our beanstalk. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Great job, friends! Thanks for helping me build our magical castle together. Our last book today is about a different kind of giant, and it asks the question, what happens if the giants built castles everywhere and there were no space for any beanstalks to grow? What might that be like? Let's find out. This book is called Greta and the Giants, and it's written by Zoe Tucker and illustrated by Zoe Persico. There was once a girl who lived at the heart of a beautiful forest. Her name was Greta. Look, Greta's friends with all the animals. One morning, things weren't quite as they should be. Greta stepped out into her yard, and there, huddled together in the shadows of the trees, were all the animals of the forest. A soft, silvery brown wolf stepped forward and with his tail low to the ground, said, "Please help us. The forest is broken and we don't know where to go. The giants are ruining our home." Uh-oh. The giants had always been there for as long as Greta could remember, but now they were worse than ever. They were huge, lumbering oafs, and they were always busy. They chopped down trees to build homes. Then they chopped down more trees to build bigger homes. The houses grew into towns, and the towns grew into cities. They built factories and shops and cars and planes. They worked all day and all night until eventually there was hardly any forest left. But the greedy giants had forgotten how wonderful the forest was. They didn't see all the little birds and bugs and butterflies and bears that trembled in the shadows. And no one told them to stop because everyone was scared of them. Have you ever gone for a walk outside in the forest with lots of trees? And you can hear the birds singing, or you can hear the insects chirping. Sometimes you can see the butterflies fly around. That's really nice and peaceful, isn't it? How sad would it be if we didn't have any spaces like that? Everyone was afraid of the giants. Everyone except Greta. "Will you help us?" asked the wolf. Greta looked around her. The animals looked tired and sad. Can you make a sad face? She had to help them. But how? Then Greta had an idea. Look, she made a sign. What does her sign say? Stop. The next morning, Greta went to the middle of the forest and waited for the giants to come. She stood alone, holding a big sign. The sign said, do you remember what it said? Stop. She waited and waited. And look, it's not just the animals in the forest. Now there's some people waiting and watching too. On the first day, the giants didn't see her, and they lumbered on by. And on the second day, and the third day too. But on the fourth day, something strange happened. A little boy who had been watching Greta also made a sign and came and sat down next to her. He didn't say much, but Greta knew that he felt like she did. What does the little boy's sign say? It says, listen. That's something we do in Storytime all the time, isn't it? We listen. Soon, more people and animals saw what they were doing and joined in too. Look at all those signs. What are some of the things the signs say? They say, save our forest. Our home is on fire. We love our trees. Who will help That's what the owl sign says. The fox has a sign that says, "We live here." Someone else says, "Action now." And look, it's more than just two friends now. It's a whole group of people and animals. Before long, a huge crowd filled the forest, stretching out to the city and the roads beyond. They stood together and waited. The crowd was so huge that the giants were stopped in their tracks. "Please stop," Greta cried. "Your greedy behavior is spoiling our home. You've broken the trees and trampled the flowers, and now the bees and the birds have flown away. These animals are homeless, and our forest is dying." After Greta had spoken, everything was silent. What do you think the giants are going to do? Everything was silent, but then everyone in the crowd began to shout too. "The smoke from your fires is choking the air. And please stop cutting down the trees. You can help plant new ones and mend my home. We need to take care of our forest and live together. Will you please try?" they all asked. Do you see the giants in the corner? They don't look so big and scary anymore, do they? Look at their faces. How do you think the giants are feeling? Look at their eyebrows and their eyes. I think maybe the giants are a little scared, maybe worried to try something new. That can be hard. The giants shuffled and fidgeted and stomped their feet on the ground. They were embarrassed and a little sad. You see, the giants were so busy building, they didn't see what they were doing to the forest or the animals who lived there. The giants felt terrible. "We're sorry," they said, and they promised to try harder. Do you need to say sorry, even if you didn't hurt someone on purpose? Yeah, you do, because anytime we hurt somebody, whether we did it on purpose or not on purpose, it's important that we listen to them and we say sorry and try to do better. So from that day on, the greedy giants weren't so greedy. They slowed down and learned to sit quietly. Do you see, look, that giant is sitting crisscross applesauce. Maybe doing some deep breaths. Should we do some together? Let's do 3. Ready? Does that help your body feel calmer? Helps my body feel calmer. The giants stopped working all the time, and instead they took up new hobbies. Can you tell what that giant is doing with those 2 sticks and yarn? They're knitting. Looks like they're knitting some socks. Have you ever had someone knit you socks? They're very warm and lovely. The giants stopped chopping down trees and learned all about gardening and living in the forest. They cooked, repaired, tidied, and shared, and before long, the forest became more beautiful than they could have ever imagined. So look at that picture. Remember before, the forest was here and the city was over here, and there was lots of pollution in the air from the city and it was dark and gray? But look at the buildings now. Do you see what's on top of the buildings? Yeah, there's plants growing on the buildings. Did you know that that is a thing that is possible? It's true. In big cities like New York City, some buildings have gardens on top of them. And some of those buildings are so tall they disappear in the clouds, just like our beanstalk that grew and disappeared into the clouds. And now look, all of the animals and the people are spending time together. And they look happy, don't you think? Can you show me a happy face? Great job. The end. Now this story is inspired by a real girl called Greta Thunberg. Now Greta is someone who, just like the girl in the story, she was worried about something, and so she made a sign, and she said, "Stop." And then other people joined her, and now she has traveled all over the world talking about the importance of protecting our planet. And you can read more about Greta in the back of this book, or you can check out some other books from the library about her too. So, Greta and the Giants. The end. We are at the end of our story time this week, so we need to sing our goodbye song. Thanks for joining us, friends, to read about magic beans and giants and castles and forests and animals. Here's our goodbye song. We read a book and we played a game and we sang a song together. We read a book and we played a game. We had a fun adventure. Now go read a book and go play a game and sing a little tune. Go read a book and go play a game. We'll see